This is Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shake it, body.
Wake your fuck ass up. That crust out your eyes. I'm so scared I'm not gonna see you again.
Wow, man, that's a
hilarious.
That's an intense scene from a movie called Tusk, which is in theater September 19th.
September 19th, yeah.
Right, and it's starring Justin Long.
Thanks,
the same star
more
of Galaxy Quest.
And Crescendo, and we're out.
There it is, and he's here with us today, man. Good to meet you, Justin. Welcome to the show, man.
Always good to see you guys.
Yeah, man. Now that if you just like listen to that clip and you have no idea where it came from, it might sound kind of unnerving. But this movie, DB actually saw it. He's our movie junkie.
Oh, you did?
Yes, me and DJ went to go see it.
And then I said, DB, what can you tell me about the movie? Turn the music down. This is exactly what he said.
I don't even know where to begin.
That's a common. I swear to God, you have no idea how many times I've heard that in the last few days with people who have just seen it. They don't know. I don't know where to begin. I've seen it. I did it. It's a weird mix. Weird is not doing it justice. Okay. I don't know what words fail me right now.
Okay, well, let's try to put it in perspective for because we want people to go see this movie, especially if you're into horror flicks, right?
Yeah, there's horror. It's horror, but with like a disturbing twist. There's gore. There's Silence of the Lambs. There's Human Centipede. There's Misery. There's, not to get heady, but there's a little Kafka sprinkled in. It's a weird and there's also funny Kevin Smith stoner comedy. So there's it's kind of a mix. It's just this. Can you say the F word?
Yeah,
let's see what happens.
It's just a fucked up paella of a fucked up cinematic paella.
And he said it twice. We're still on air?
Yeah,
we can say it. Right. Cool, man. All right. Now, DB, what did you walk away with?
I mean, I'm a big horror fan myself, and I've seen everything from Cannibal Holocaust, which is like banned in several countries. I've seen,
who hasn't seen that?
Like Videodrome, which fucked with your head and everything.
Yeah.
But this, I remember I saw the trailer, and it really didn't show where it goes.
Yeah.
And so I was like, what the fuck is going on right now once it really started getting into like the major plot. And then there's a cameo from Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Then I started doing some research and realizing how everybody's kind of tied together. You work with Kevin Smith, who wrote and directed it.
Yeah.
And now there's going to be a second part to the movie. So my question is really, is your character going to be the same in the next part?
No. And when you see the movie, which I hope you do, you'll realize that's probably a good thing for the character
for you.
and for everyone watching and for me. Yeah. No, I play a totally different character. I play a yogi. The sequel, it's a follow-up that he's talking about, takes two minor characters from the first one played by Kevin Smith's daughter, the other played by Johnny Depp's daughter, and it follows them into their own adventure. It's equally odd, but in a different way. I don't know where to begin with that one.
How are we talking about the second movie, the sequel? I still don't know what the first one is about, man. I mean, what are we doing there? We're already on the second movie. So your character somehow ends up in the woods.
So I play a podcaster, and he's kind of like he's sort of snarky. He's a mean-spirited, one of those mean-spirited comedians, and he goes out looking for these stories to kind of make fun of people.
Yeah.
And they find this kid who, based on, remember the Star Wars kid that went viral? It's sort of based on that, and they go out looking for him, and they find that he's actually killed himself. And instead of having compassion and sympathy like a human being, my character gets upset, and he goes off looking for another story, and he finds this old seafarer, this weirdo played by Michael Parks, kind of like a Vincent Price character, and he says he's got all these great stories to tell, and he does, in fact. So I sit down with him, and he starts telling me all these incredible stories about his life and meeting Ernest Hemingway and whatever, and he gets into one about a walrus, about how he formed this bond with a walrus while lost at sea, and it is and he drugs me, and I pass out. Is that enough? That's the trailer gives that away.
Yeah. Okay, great. So you don't want to tell what happens.
He keeps me captive, and he does unimaginable things to me, things you can only conceive of if you were smoking a lot of weed, which Kevin was when he wrote the movie.
Okay, so with that said, I mean, so what it's because it's so strange, are you guys like providing weed for those who look at it?
As fate would have it, we are.
What do you mean? Hey!
I'm glad you brought that up. I don't know I think this is the first time this has been done. The first time I've heard of, but there is actually a medical marijuana dispensary in Studio City, California they've created two different strains of weed to coincide with the release of the movie, and one is apparently more more mellow, easy, high, and that's called White Walrus.
The cannabis.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the other one, I guess, would be sativa. It's more of an intense. It's called
a beat sort of. Yeah.
It's called Mr. Tusk. So depending on, I mean, I don't know. You've seen it. Like, would you dare watch that movie on Mr. Tusk or something intense?
I would probably recommend it. I don't smoke weed, and it probably would have fucked it up even more in my head. Seeing it high
in a good way.
For me, no. I probably would have been crying and puking and shit. But if you're into that sort of thing, definitely smoke. You might understand it and comprehend a little bit better what's going on.
Yeah, a quote from Leonard Maltin, because we've been getting all these reviews, and he actually said, "I didn't even need weed to cry and puke and shit and stuff." That's a direct quote from Leonard Maltin. I think.
What an honor. Justin Long is here. We're talking about Tusk, but if you want to speak with him, 888-742-3345. Sway in the Morning, Shade 45. Justin Long is here, man. We want to take you guys on a trip. The movie is called Tusk, and just based on DB's and Justin's description, it's
or lack thereof.
You got to go see it. September 19th is when it's out. But man, it's great to see you, bro.
Likewise.
Yeah, big fan of yours, man. I watched a lot of your movies, and and watched you evolve as an actor. So
thanks,
it's good. What would you rate this movie? Like you've done some great ones like Galaxy Quest, Zack and Miri Makes a Porno. What would you rate this one?
I don't think those two movies have ever been said in the same sentence like that. Alvin and the Chipmunks, Zack and Miri Make a Porno. I kind of hop around a bit. I love doing Zack and Miri because I got to say my favorite line ever, which was a line that a friend of mine had actually heard somebody say. My buddy, I say the line, you better shut your mouth or I'm gonna fuck it. I'm so proud of that. I can't wait to have kids one day to share that movie with them. This movie Tusk, I'm not just saying this. Sometimes these things are kind of not annoying, but it's just like a thing you got to do, and it's like you talk about the movie. But I'm so excited to talk about this movie because I love it. I love how messed up it is and weird and indescribable, and I really am proud of the work in it. And I just feel honored that Kevin entrusted me with this because I know it sounds crazy. The guy turns another guy into a walrus. What is going on? But
that's what nobody said that. You just gave up the secret.
All right. Well, I think oh boy. All right. We'll still see how he does it and see what is involved in it. But as an actor, it was just a great challenge. So
it seems like it's a challenging role. I mean, all kidding aside, man.
It is to go through that, and also to play a guy in the beginning who's a bit of he's an asshole. He's kind of he's a guy who's lost his humanity in a lot of ways, and not to get too pretentious and heady about it, but you find that he finds it again, or he may find it only in becoming an animal. It's a strange concept, but it's if you get past the weirdness of it, it can be kind of fun to dissect.
Okay, yeah, Justin Long, man. Thanks for breaking that down.
Justin,
like throwing you a sardine right now. All right,
Justin, I like you, but I also like your girl.
Yeah, so do I.
She's a great one.
We have something in common.
I know. Look at that, Amanda Seyfried.
Except for the first part of what you said.
I
need to learn to like myself.
Yeah, self-love. It's very healthy.
Yeah.
And I like that you guys are both very supportive of each other. But it's interesting because a lot of times, at least like pedestrian guys, if they have another woman that's at the same level as them of work or just mentally or whatever, they kind of shy away from it.
Huh.
Have you ever just felt like uncomfortable or unsure about yourself being with a woman who also has star power?
And let me add, and millions of men who fantasize about it.
Right.
All right, go ahead, answer that question.
That was implied. You didn't have to say that. It's now all I can think about. Millions of men. Just a million of them at once. Yeah.
Yes.
I get visuals very easily, Sway.
Okay, my bad.
Thanks a lot.
Even the guys in this room. But go ahead, answer the question. My bad. Stop. Justin, I'm joking.
I'm seeing little thought bubbles now. No, I actually have never really thought about it. It's nice to be with somebody who's in the business, kind of understands the ins and outs of it and some of the potential pitfalls of it. And has been there long enough to know that it's you have to sustain it through a love of what it is, which is this sounds so pretentious as well, but just the craft. She's an actress. She loves the craft, but all the trappings of it, we share that in common. The trappings of it we're not as crazy about, and that includes the elements of fame that a lot of people, might covet, like premieres and the paparazzi and the stuff like that. That is something that's not as something that kind of comes along with it and you accept it. But she is of that mindset as well. So it's no, I never. She had a movie in Toronto when I did, and I was more excited to go to hers. It was and it was a great movie, Noah Baumbach's movie. While we're young, A24 is also releasing it. You're welcome, Stephen. Be on the lookout for that. It's an incredible movie, and I was thrilled to watch. I think she's equally supportive. It's nice.
Yeah.
You ever thought about marrying her?
Right.
Sway. Sway.
No.
Yeah, I mean, let's. Is there some way to segue back into the cannabis Tusk?
Okay.
Speaking of marriage, I'm married to a walrus suit in this movie in a lot of ways. Thank you.
All right,
there
it is. Great transition. Tiffany is in San Francisco. Say hello to Justin Long, Tiff.
Hi, Justin.
Hi, Tiffany. What are you? Are you smoking a white walrus or Mr. Tusk right now?
Oh my God, I've had a huge crush on you ever since you were cute creepers. You were so cute.
Whoa.
And I died when you died. And it's like the image of your eyes being cut out in that movie has stuck with me for years. It was horrible.
Whoa, Tiff. Do you mind if I call you Tiff?
That's fine. Yes,
instead of Tiffany. I wish we hadn't been talking about Amanda now. Now I feel like I got something going on here.
Right.
Tiffany, forget if you heard anything right before this. Nothing is happening. I don't know what the question is necessarily, but I will say this. It reminds me of what you just said about Jeepers Creepers and my eyes coming out. The first time I saw Jeepers Creepers was with my mom. We were in a theater in Bridgeport, Connecticut. There was no opening or anything, so we just went the day it came out. And it was a packed theater, and we were literally the only two white people in the entire audience. Literally, I looked, and there were three really big women in front of me. And they were so mad at me. They were at my character because I do the stupidest stuff. I do all the horror movie cliches. I go back and look. I open the closet door. And every time, oh, you stupid white boy! What is he doing? He's gonna get. Oh, I hope he dies. I hope he. Throughout the whole thing, furious. And at the end, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it, it's been out for 14 years, so it's your fault. They take my eyes out, and this monster does. And I looked over, and my mom started touching my face, and she was sobbing. I mean,
she was crying?
Oh, like just a wreck. They took your eyes, your beautiful eyes. And we were getting up to leave, and the three women in front of us said, "Oh, I'm glad he died. That stupid white boy deserved to die. Oh, good for." And my mom started moving, and I grabbed her arm, and I put my hat down lower, and I said, "Mom, it's not worth it. Don't do it."
Your mom was gonna go. She wasn't gonna go after those women, was she?
I think so.
Oh,
it's that mother cub.
Come on,
don't mess with the cub.
There it is.
But if Tiffany, if you didn't like that part of Jeepers Creepers, and I thank you for saying why, because you cared about me, you're not going to like this movie. I'll just tell you straight up, because what happened to me in Jeepers Creepers pales in comparison to what happens here in Tusk. So,
hey, Tiff, make sure you go check out the movie September 19th. It's called Tusk. Justin Long, man. Hey, man, when you come back to when you're back in Manhattan.
Yeah.
Come see us.
I would love that.
All right.
This was a lot of fun.
Oh, great, man.
Thanks, man.
Pleasure to meet you.
It's Sway in the morning, only on Shade 45.